Bryce, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on the documentary.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Look, I absolutely loved it. I did. You won me from the opening moments of the documentary throughout the entire thing. And the opening moments, the little girl going and seeing the black cat, it was just, it took me. It took my breath away. It reminded me, I'm sure everyone's going to be doing this to you, but it reminded me of my little black cat. This is Luna. This is my 15 years old. She's ride or
Oh,
die, looks great. Face of a
she's
3-year-old.
great.
Uh,
Truly, such a baby. She's like a baby kitten forever. Oh my goodness.
baby kitten forever. But what the documentary made me think about was just this special relationship that human and animals share with one another. Although that we don't have a common language, we do have a common language. We know how to communicate. And when they're up and down, they know how when we're up and down. When they're hungry, they know when we're hungry. They know everything about us. I'm assuming, was that the impetus for the documentary? Was that your motivation, or what was the motivation to tell this story?
I mean, absolutely. What you articulated there is exactly perfect. I was very lucky to grow up in a household with pets. So I don't really have memories of life without pets. And I could never imagine living without a pet. And so for me, when I was making a documentary called Dads in 2019, and just the whole time I was like, I have got to do this with pets. Like this, we need to be exploring pets, talking to people about pets, going into their stories intimately with pets and all of that. So it's just I also, and like you were saying, you're like, I'm sure everybody does this to you. It's so bonding. Like it connects all of us. 70% of households in the US have a pet in them. Most of us can relate to that experience, and yet you sort of need permission to talk about it. Like if you're just like going on and on and on and gushing and all of that without someone else initiating it, like you're like the crazy cat guy or like the nutty dog lady or whatever it is. But the truth is so many of us are that way, and we can actually sort of lead with that, you know?
Well, I'll take crazy cat guy. I've been called much worse, so I'll take that. When putting together, you directed a documentary before. You've done a lot of scripted series and things of that nature. When you do a scripted show, you have the blueprint in front of you. You know the beginning, middle, and end. You can storyboard it. You can plan adequately, I'm sure, for it. When it comes to a documentary, a lot of it comes together in the edit. You don't know exactly what you're going to get out of these interviews. Is that a fun part of putting this together? Is let's go and shoot it, and then let's make this thing.
Yes, it is such a joy because as well, it's like for me personally, I read more nonfiction than I do fiction, and I watch more documentaries than I do narrative films. Because in a way, like it's very difficult to beat real life. Like real life is quite compelling. And so getting to, when I'm working on a narrative project, either as an actor or a director, there is a goal, and the fun of it is like we all come together to collaborate to achieve this goal. Whereas with a documentary, it's really about kind of having a group of people come together and be like, okay, let's unpack this idea. And who are the individuals who can help us tell this story, or who can lead us to insight, or who are unbelievably entertaining and can kind of captivate us while we're learning about X, Y, or Z. And so much of documentaries, I mean, I would say even more than movies, is about casting and is about like, what are those stories that are being told? And I felt, very lucky. My partner in this, Elizabeth Jameson, who produced this with me, was incredibly involved in all of that. Started as a casting director herself, and so there were a lot of great stories to get to uplift because of that.
Well, the documentary is excellent, and I think that people are going to really respond to this. Pets owners and owners not alike, and I think that there's always been a dog and cat debate. I think after this documentary, there's going to be a dog, cat, and pig debate because I want Zippy. I want that pig so bad. But Bryce, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I so appreciate it as well. Thank you for your support of this, and thank you for being an awesome pet guardian. You're the best.
Right back at you. We'll talk soon. Thanks, Bryce.
Thank you.